Welcome students. Today I will give some series of lectures in the topic ordinary differential equation, and these are the topics I may be discussing following the lectures. So today's lecture I will discuss higher order linear differential equation with the constant coefficients. So this is of the form. This is the general equation of the higher order linear differential equation. So for do you know all of you first order linear differential equation? Now will be the first order linear differential equation. So for example, so we can write dy by dx plus dy equal to some q of x. Okay. So if we have this equation, we already know how we can solve this differential equation. Okay. So we can use the integrating factor. We want to find the integrating factor and then we can solve this. Okay. So what is the second order differential equation? Suppose if the equation involving dy by dx is called a first order equation. So the term coefficient d square y by dx square. Okay. So it is called a second order equation, for example. So this is one of the second order equation. So similarly, we can write nth order linear differential equation. Okay. So now we want to solve the nth order linear differential equation. Here we have left hand side, right hand side. If right hand side equal to 0, then this differential equation is called homogeneous linear differential equation. Okay. If right hand side not equal to 0, then it is called non-homogeneous linear differential equation. Here k1, k2 up to kn, it is constant. Okay. So in the same equation, equation number 1, I can rewrite dn plus k1 d power n minus 1 plus up to kn into y. Okay, equal to q of x. Okay, here right hand side is only function of x only. Okay, so d is I can replace in the first equation d by dx. Okay, d by dx. So d by dx equal to capital D. Okay, then we can write the same equation number 1. This rewrite this. Okay, so now it is a polynomial in D. Okay, so now we want to solve this differential equation. To solve this differential equation, and the solution is of the form complementary function plus particular integral. Okay, so if right hand side equal to 0, then particular integral is 0. In that case, we can find only complementary function. Okay. So now we will see how to find the complementary function. So in the equation number 1, just put right hand side equal to 0. After that, you replace d by m. So d equal to just you replace d equal to m. Okay, that's all. If you are considering d equal to m, so equation number 2 becomes like this. Okay, so this polynomial in m is called, okay, so this equation we can tell this is equation number 3. So in this equation number 3 is called auxiliary equation. Okay, so this is the nth order equation. We can find n roots. Okay, so the roots will be discussing the following cases. So case 1, if all the roots are real and distinct, then the complementary function is, okay, c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x plus up to cn e power mnx. Okay. So in the second case, if two roots only equal, okay, this is the nth order equation, n roots are different. This is the case 1. Now in the second case, only two roots are equal, other roots are different, okay, real and different. Then the complementary function y equal to c1 plus c2x into e power m1x. Okay, so after that, so this is in the previous case we are discussing. So roots are different, we can write in this way. Okay, however, for example, you give me if three roots are equal, how will be the solution? If three roots are equal, so you can take m1 equal to m2 equal to m3, then how will be the your solution complementary integral? So you can write y equal to c1 plus c2x plus c3 x square, c3 x square. Okay, into e power m1x, e power m1x plus c4 e power. So three roots are equal. After that, we can write m4x, m4x. So etc. How will be the last term? Cn e power mnx. Okay. So if three roots are equal, and we can write the complementary function in this way. Okay. So in the similar way, if k roots are equal, this I am taking k roots are equal, other roots are different. Okay. Then in that case, we can write the solution c1 plus c2x plus up to ck e x power k minus 1 into e power, you can take say mx this. So other roots are different, then as usual we can write, so ck plus 1 e power mk plus 1 into x up to cn e power mnx. Okay, this is the second case. So third case, if the roots occur in the imaginary, so if one pair of roots in imaginary, so the roots are in this format, alpha plus or minus I beta. Okay, so then the complementary function we can write e power alpha x into c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. Okay, so alpha beta r you can take from in these roots. Okay, plus this, after that in the above case it is the same. Okay, these roots are different, real and different, then we can write these terms. Okay, so in the fourth case, if two pairs of imaginary roots are equal, if two pairs of imaginary roots are equal, okay, so then the complementary function e power alpha x into c1 plus c2x cos beta x plus c3 plus c4x sin beta x up to these roots are real and different, then we can write as usual. Okay, however, the auxiliary equation has k pairs repeated complex roots. So here we are seeing the case for only two pairs of imaginary roots are equal, then it is the case for. If k pairs are repeated, okay. However, the auxiliary equation has k pairs of repeated complex roots, then the complete solution is y equal to e power alpha x c1 plus c2x up to ck x power k minus 1 into cos beta x. Next, c1 dash, this is another constant, and we can write like this here sin beta x. So in this place, as usual in the above cases, these roots are real and different, we can write in this way. Okay, so case, another case, so if roots are of the form a plus or minus root b, then the complementary function y equal to e power alpha x c1 cos hx into root b. plus C2 sin hx into root p. Okay. So if you are seeing this here, in this case we have the C1, C2. Okay, two constants. So this is the second order linear differential equation. So similar way, so if you are the one pair, okay, so one pair means it is also second order linear differential equation. So so how many pairs we have? Only C1, C2. Okay, after that, nth order case means n roots are different, then we can write the solution as usual. Okay, now we will discuss the problem. The given, so this is the problem. Okay, solve d cube y by dx cube minus 3d square y by dx square plus 4y equal to 0. Here right hand side equal to 0. Then this equation is called homogeneous linear differential equation. It is the third order equation. So solution, how we can write? So we can write the differential equation d cube y by dx cube is nothing but d cube, because we know already. So we are taking just d by dx is nothing but capital D. Okay. So if you are replacing this, we will get d cube minus 3d square plus 4. Okay. So this is the, I'm rewriting the given differential equation in this way. That's all. Okay. So to solve this, first I want to write the auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation is nothing but just to replace d equal to m there. Okay, d equal to m. So that is d equal to m. Okay. So it will be m cube minus 3m square plus 4 equal to 0. And you can use, this is the cubic root, you can use the synthetic division. So how you can use the synthetic division? You can collect the coefficient. So mq, coefficient of mq is 1, and minus, next the coefficient of m square is 3, and m mod coefficient it will be 0, and finally constant term. Okay. So if you are seeing this, now you write this in trial and error method, you can apply. So 1 or minus 1 like that. If you are taking it is minus 1, we will be here. So as I already we know in this school, just can write minus 1. Okay, it is minus 2. So minus 4. Here this is minus 3. This is minus 1. It is minus 4. Okay, next. So minus 4. This is plus 4. Just you can add it. It will be minus 4. Okay. So here minus 1 is one root. We can write the factor. So m plus 1 is one factor. Okay. After that, we can write the remaining terms in the quadratic form. That is, so 1 into m square minus 4m plus 4 equal to 0. We know all of you how to find the quadratic equation roots. Okay. So you can use the method. You can factor this, and also you can use quadratic form equation. Another formula we have, no, that is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. If you are using this, you can get the roots also. Okay. So if you are finding the roots, we will get 2 comma 2 comma minus 1. Here two roots are equal. Okay, two roots are equal, and one root is different. Okay, in the, you can take the case, which case if two roots are equal, I will be here complementary function use here. So this is If two roots are equal, we can write the equation c1 plus c2x e power m1x. Here m1 is what? So this is m1 equal to, you can take this is m1 and this is m2. So m1 equal to m2, you can take m1 is, this is 2, okay. The m2 is also 2. So c1 plus c2x e power 2x plus one root is different, therefore we are writing c3 e power minus 1x. Okay. Now you can take the another problem, d power 4 plus a power 4. This is the fourth order differential equation equal to 0. As usual, we can write the auxiliary equation, just replace d by m. So we will get m power 4 plus a power 4 equal to 0. So just you can alter this. This time adding one term and subtracting another one term. That's all here. Okay. So if you are adding and subtracting, so we can rewrite this m square plus a square whole square minus square root of ma whole square equal to 0. Okay. It is nothing but something a, this is b. Okay. So it will be a square minus b square. We know all of you how to factor this. So a square minus b square means a plus b into a minus b. Okay, a minus b. Here a is nothing but m square plus a square. So b is nothing but square root 2 into ma. Okay, so m plus a, that is a plus b, that is a minus b equal to 0. Now we want to, this is the two factor, we can solve, this is first factor. If we are solving this, we will get the root 1 by root 2 a into minus 1 plus or minus I. Okay, so this is the imaginary roots. It will be the roots are in this format, alpha plus I beta. Okay, we know it is alpha plus or minus I beta. Similarly, you can take the second factor and then find the root 1 by root 2 a into 1 plus or minus I. Okay, so this is the fourth order equation. We will get the 4 root. Here we have 2 roots and here we have another 2 roots. Okay, so therefore we needed 4 constant. So the solution becomes complementary function y equal to. So here alpha is, you can take the first one, alpha equal to, so just you multiply this real part. Okay, so that is minus a by root 2, minus a by root 2. Okay, so e power alpha x. So therefore we are writing e power minus a by root 2x c1 cos a by root 2x plus c2 sin a by root 2x. So it is nothing but beta. So beta is coefficient of I. Okay, so this is the roots in the first factor. Similarly, we get the roots in the second factor. So second factor is alpha is nothing but 1 by root 2, beta is nothing but again 1 by root 2a. Okay, therefore we are writing for the second factor plus e power a by root 2x c3 cos a by root 2x plus c4 sin a by root 2x. Okay, there is another problem. It is also fourth order differential equation. Okay, this is the auxiliary equation, and that is nothing but a plus b plus c whole square formula. Okay, a plus, we know all of you a plus b whole square formula, and there is one more term. So if you are expanding this, you will get this one. How we can expand this? A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Okay, so this is the formula. If you are expanding this, you will get the first equation. And if you are solving this the equation, you will get the roots. Okay, so it is a square, therefore we can write 2 pairs of complex roots. If 2 pairs of complex roots Then we are already discussed the case. So what is the case? Two pairs of complex roots are equal. So which case? Just you see here, this is the fourth case. If two pairs of complex roots are equal, then the solution will be in this format. Therefore, we can write the solution in this format. Okay. So what is your format? Therefore, the general solution is y equal to e power alpha x. Here alpha is minus 1 by 2. Okay. Here m1 and m2 are nothing but plus term. You take m1. M1 is m1 and m2 are considered equal. Okay. M1 and m2 are equal. M1, that is I can take minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. Okay. Similarly, we can write m3, m4 is another term. Here plus means just give place minus. That is another pair. Roots are equal. Therefore, we are telling it is two pairs are equal. In already I told in the case 4, so I can write the solution exactly discussed in the case 4, that is e power alpha x minus 1 by 2 alpha x c1 plus c2 x cos root 3 by 2 x plus c3 plus c4 x into sin root 3 by 2 x. Okay, in the root 3 by 2 is nothing but coefficient of I. Okay, alpha is nothing but that is the real part. Okay, so this is the procedure to solve the homogeneous linear differential equation. And the next class we will solve the uh, how to find the particular integral. Okay, that is right hand side is some terms, that's all. It involve only x term. So thank you. If you have any doubt, just we can discuss in the classroom also in live. Thank you all and all.